Hello and welcome back to the Checkpoint Reach podcast, and this is our brand new series, Indie Corner Game Reviews. I'm your host Luke Eldon, and here we will take a look at indie game titles that we have played and review them as such. For these reviews, I'll be joined by Sud, as I am now. How you doing, Sud?
I'm good, yeah. I'm looking forward to this. Should be good.
It should be. It was actually, we'll let the listeners know it was your idea.
Yeah, well, I just thought it'd be a nice little thing to do. People love indie games, don't they? So
They
thought we'd
definitely
give
do.
it a go.
Yeah. And that's exactly what we did. And the first game that we'll be reviewing in this series is a game called Rico, which is developed by Ground Shatter and published by Rising Star Games, who were nice enough to supply us with a review code, so we appreciate that. I managed to play this game on Xbox One, and it's described as an exciting procedurally generated action movie FPS. Join forces with a friend online or locally and take down those crooks in true buddy cop style. Unfortunately, I didn't have my second cop buddy, Sud, as we only got one code, didn't we? So I
Yeah.
decided to play it on Xbox. Basically, in this game, you have to go into areas and clear out each room in the areas that you're in. Clear the rooms of enemies, collecting all the money. There's also evidence, defusing bombs sometimes as well, breaking computers or terminals, whatever word you want to use. That will also unlock different areas of the game, because some areas are locked behind a shutter, I guess is the best way to describe it, and they'll have a number like 3 above the shutter, and that means there's 3 terminals to unlock. So it's pretty cool. You unlock that to proceed in the area. The main cases only last 24 hours, so you only have that time period to complete the case and the missions. Cases usually are named, for example, something like The People versus Raymond Delaney, which is kind of cool. Yeah, you're just timed every day. There's something different. There's also daily challenges that you can take up and try and get onto the leaderboard and beat other people's run times and clear out areas in the quickest fashion. I would basically describe this game like it's a fun arcade like FPS game. It's really good. It's a shame you didn't get to play it, to be honest. So I think you
I
would have
know.
enjoyed it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I did watch you play it, didn't I? A little bit. I
hmm
managed to see you play it a little bit, and it did look fun. It looked like sort of game I'd probably enjoy. It looked like kind of one of them games where you can kind of like not chill out, but you kind of don't have to think too hard, and it's kind of just fun, nice. I like especially like the slow mo. I thought the slow mo was really good
Yeah,
in the game.
that's one aspect of the game I really liked as
Yeah,
well. Basically,
that looked fun.
when you breach a room, especially on your own, I'm not sure if it's the same in duos when you're on in a playing split screen or online co-op. But when you breach a room, slow motion comes on, and you feel like James Bond in that moment, pretty much, because you can just take out an entire room. It
Yeah.
does give you a pretty cool feeling. It's a nifty feature, one that I liked a lot. It overall, the game is really fun. I found it really fun. I really like the graphics of the game as well. Just harkens back to Borderlands, the cell shaded like graphics. Always find them fun. Gives it much. It gives, like I mentioned, with an arcadey feeling. Does give it that feeling with the use of cell shading. Um,
Yeah.
it's a nice looking
I
game though, as a result, isn't it?
Yeah, I thought so. And you say, I mean, we've seen it in Borderlands, but you don't see the cell shaded too often in games. So it's a nice change of pace sometimes from the more realistic style looking graphics, I think.
Yeah, and as I've mentioned a few times now, with it being, it just really does help that arcadey feeling and just aspect of fun. The gunplay, that's good. I enjoyed that. Sometimes maybe a bit too sensitive for me, but to be honest, that's probably because I'm just not very good with FPS games. Other people would love it. It's quite, as a result, with the sensitivity, it can be quite fast paced in a room, and you're turning around and you think you've cleared a room, but there's a guy behind you or something like that. So that's pretty good. It also reminds me of another game that me and you used to like, Sud, Rainbow Six Vegas,
Yeah,
and the game mode Terrorist Hunt.
yeah, definitely. I did when I was watching. I did get that sense that it was very similar to that.
Yeah, it really is. That's a game I used to spend hours on as well, just trying to clear out a building of
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
terrorists. It was just fun, and this is this is basically what this game is for me as well. It was just Terrorist Hunt I used to pick up, I'd play it for an hour or two and, put it down and then go on to a different game or just, chill out for the night. But this is that type of game I think that you can, if you're looking for a couple of hours of fun, just pick it up and play and try and defeat the cases that's given within 24 hours.
Yeah, I think that's one thing I'd say. It looked to me, it seemed like it would be a good pick up and play game. Something just to go into for maybe an hour or so. You can have a lot of fun in that hour, I think.
Yeah, you really can. It's yeah, it's such an easy play. I think they've nailed that pretty well, and there's also good weapon variety in the game. I got to use some of the AKs. I think I've managed to play this game altogether for around 4 hours now. And I got to try out different weapons in the game, and I mean the pistol that you're given with at the start, I love. I don't know why. It's just it feels great when you're using it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't really want to defer from it that much. But I've tried out the shotgun and the AKA and the Uzis or whatever names they give them, but which are also fun to use. Shotgun maybe not so much. I thought that was a bit useless, especially obviously when you breach a room on your own and there's about 8 people in there. But
yeah,
but yeah, it's great. However, I didn't really understand the merit system or how that worked. The merit system in the game is how you actually unlock or purchase different weapons. Wasn't really sure how that worked. From the positives, I'll touch on a couple of negatives, maybe just a few nitpicks. It can get repetitive after a while. Similar enemy types, similar, it's just a similar thing of doing, breaking down doors, clearing a room, getting evidence, moving on to the next one. Obviously, stuff like that can become repetitive, hence why it's a short play kind of game, I think. Pick it up for 2 hours, like we've mentioned. And then also maybe could do with some music in game to make it feel more epic. There wasn't any music on the version I was playing anyway when I'm breaching or knocking down doors and killing enemies. Unfortunately, that's not in the game, so I think that can be a negative. That might be a nitpick, but it's just a personal preference. I would have preferred a bit of music.
Yeah.
But that's it, really. And like I said, for what this game is, it is fun. It's a fun FPS. I'm sure it's even more fun with a friend playing co-op, so yeah, I can't really think of too many negatives.
Yeah, that sounds good. What would you say about the price of the game? I did see that it retails at $15.99 on the Xbox store. Do you think that's a fair price, or?
Do I think it's a fair price? Kind of, yeah, I guess. To be honest, if I seen this game in store for $15.99, I probably wouldn't have bought it. Not playing it, but. And
would you say
$9.99? I would have bought it.
Yeah,
but,
yeah. So maybe a slightly lower price would have been.
Yeah.
Maybe a slightly lower price would maybe tempt more people to buy it.
Yeah, maybe. But however, I will say after playing this game, I probably would pay $15.99 for it.
Yeah. So that's good. That's good that after playing the game, it's kind of like it was worth the price of admission.
Yeah, it was fun, and I will mention another part of this game that is really fun is the ragdoll. Animations after you kill an enemy. I just got into the habit of sprinting into them and watching them flip everywhere.
Yeah, it's fun. That I do like games like that have the sort of the weird physics.
Yeah,
things like that.
Just adds a different
can be fun,
different element really to the game. So yeah, that's basically covers our review and overall score for me. I'd probably, for what this game is, to pick it up for 2 hours and play for some fun. Have fun with friends. I'd give it an 8 out of 10.
Oh, that's good. It's a nice score. I think that seems like from what I saw, it seems like I said that people that like the sort of that like you were saying, Rainbow Six Vegas terrorist hunt like environments and challenge would like this sort of game.
Yeah, definitely, and I'm sure there'll be people doing speed through or
plays
like that.
Yeah,
it's like exactly. The type of game this is, it's definitely an 8 out of 10, sorry. I mean, like I said, not many negatives with the game, few nitpicks. But yeah, I'd recommend giving it a go. If anyone's listening to this and has been on the fence about the game, definitely give it a try if you've not heard about the game. So yeah, if you're interested in getting the Rico game, it's available on Steam, PlayStation, Xbox, and Nintendo Switch. So it's out there for everyone to try, and I'd highly advise you do. However, that covers our Rico review. Remember to subscribe for more gaming content each week, and give our video a like, and comment below with your opinions on Rico if you've played it yet, or your opinions on this review. You can also follow Checkpoint Reach Podcast on social media, on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at CheckReachPod. And you can also follow me and Sud on social media if you want, for some reason. Where can people find you on social media, Sud?
If you want to get in contact with me for whatever reason, you can find me at David10Spud on Twitter.
Lovely stuff. And if you want to follow me on Twitter and Instagram, you can do at Leld, LEL3Ds, add a 9 on the end for Instagram. And yeah, that brings our review to a close. Thanks for joining me as ever, Sud, and have a good week.
Yeah, it was good.
We'll chat again soon. Bye.
See ya.